Welcome to Fitch Painting Repairs Garage. Today's project, continuing on the 86 Honda Shadow VT700C. We're going to be removing the carburetors later today. We're prepping to do that. Right now we've got the gas tank off. We're going to pull the seat, get the battery box out, the battery out here in a minute. Right now, as you can hear, we're draining the cooling system down. We're going to pull a couple of these lines off up here. Pull the fuel lines, disconnect them. Crankcase breather setup right here. We're going to pull this tube off. We're probably going to pull this tube, radiator coolant line here as well. And we have to remove this assembly over here. Exhaust pipes are going to come off. The reason being, the easiest way to remove the carburetors on this particular machine, you have a dual carburetor setup on this, and they're opposed. One front cylinder, one rear cylinder. But the tricky thing is this rear back, this backbone section here is a hollow air box chamber, and you have two spigots that attach to the top of the carburetor intakes on the top, and then you got your intake manifolds down here on the heads. These I can get, these up here I cannot. And the easiest way to get these carburetors out because of clearance issues is to remove everything I just mentioned, radiators as well, and then we got to take this piece of the frame off, disconnect these motor mounts here, and you have an upper motor mount back here behind this, so we're going to take all this stuff off. It's just some chrome covers. And then we got to loosen this one down here. And we're not going to take that one out, we're just going to loosen it. And what we're going to do then is we're going to lower the engine down into the frame assembly as far as we can get it, which gives us that extra ½ inch clearance to get these carburetors out without damaging these boots. I've got one that's in decent shape, pliable still, one that's heavily damaged from taking it on and off. And these are original to the motorcycle. You cannot get them. Oh yeah, we're going to put the hand shifter back on. We're going to put the hand shifter back on, build an assembly here to hold tension on so we don't get this bouncing back and forth like we had it before, and then put the clutch foot clutch assembly back on it that I had built years ago. And since it's a sidecar package, I don't have to put my feet down, and so the foot clutch isn't going to be an issue. And it'll help me taking off and whatnot, because this thing here is 100% shot, 150,000 miles plus on this machine, original hand controls, and this is leaking, and my reservoir keeps running dry, and I don't want that to happen again while I'm out riding. So we're going to switch back over to what I have. I had purchased a Kawasaki Vulcan Classic 1500 rear brake reservoir setup that mounts over here. I'll show you on the wife's bike what I'm talking about. This assembly, remote assembly, and I made a foot clutch assembly out of it. Looks pretty good. I had no problems. I had it once set up on this machine once before, but riding around in Daytona traffic, it was, at that time it was still all set up as a two-wheel, and kept forgetting to put that left foot, you gotta have that foot on the clutch, so you gotta pop her into neutral if you're gonna put both feet down. It was pretty funny. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna take this machine apart. We gotta get in here to the carburetors, and yeah, as you can see, this one over here is pretty heavily damaged. I got it RTV'd. What we got to do is get all the cables off, get this loose, get the exhaust off, both sides, and take that off. We're going to take this off, and you see you don't have a whole lot of clearance here, but when that engine lowers down, it pivots down and over like that, and it drops this down. Now these two are designed, you take the bands off, and then you loosen this up, and this will push up inside this little spigot. This is like a double spigot. There's an outer flange on it, and then there's an inner spigot that comes down, and that tightens up on that inner spigot. So you push those up in there, and then dropping the carburetor down, the engine down, it gives you enough clearance to get that out of there, to get these out. So you lift the carburetor assembly up into those spigot, and then you can get these out. And there's little spigots on the heads that you got to pop them off. So remove the choke cables off the carburetors, throttle cables, fuel line. Actually, we're going to leave that one hooked up, and we're going to disconnect it over here on this side, that red hose. And battery, seat, radiator, this, exhaust, forward controls, foot pegs, all that stuff. It's got to come off. But that's the easiest way to get them off. And the reason we're taking this off is I got a damaged diaphragm inside. And I see here, looking at it, I got a damaged vacuum line too. So we're going to go through and change all these little tiny vacuum lines and make sure everything's good and sealed, on this. And probably going to get new ones of these and replace them. I wish I can find new ones of these. If anybody out there who sees this video knows somebody that has a set of these or can make a set of these, forward them my information or let me know. It'd be much appreciated. So we got a few things that we're going to tidy up on here. Some of the mounts, that I built to hook the sidecar up. We're going to tidy those up and make them look better. And just kind of make the bike, run a lot better. We changed the front disc on this thing. Finally got a brand new one. Cleaned up the front wheel. Got everything mounted on it. It's all looks pretty good. It's a complete swap over, and very, very simple. So we got that all polished out. Now what we got to do is hand polish it to get it to nice shine. Got all of the oxidation off of it and cleaning and everything. So as we go through, we'll keep you guys well informed and let you know. Share, subscribe, hit the button, pass the word around. If you got a specific question about a machine, let me know. I work on just about everything. I got experience in quite a few different types of machines. I've got an extensive library. If not, I'll get the manual and I'll read it. I'm very good at reading and understanding what the manual's talking about, so if you guys have a problem, if you have a question, feel free to let me know. Pass the word and let everybody else know about it too. Oh yeah, and here's another little piece of information for the viewers. We're trying to move. Fitch Painting and Repairs Garage is hopefully going to change locations soon. We're working on it, but the market is crazy. We're looking to move more central in Florida, get up out of Orlando area, and get a little more up into the biker industry and like-minded type people. And hopefully build myself a nice good sized shop. If you guys got a heads up on anybody that'll sell to a VA, let me know. I'm a vet. I don't want to use a VA loan. Problem is the market right now, just people aren't accepting them. So heads up to everybody and let me know. Have a good one.